Today's winner, Cole House.
Thank you.
Thank you. I think you won this last year, didn't you?
Yeah, last year. Yeah,
but it was a lot closer last year. This year you had some gap over Brian.
Yeah, a little bit at the end. It was a hard race, the heat.
Yeah.
I had second lap, I think I was just dying, and I was getting water bottles all over the course, you know, dumped on me, and it was just, so I knew just kind of save it for the end, and going into the last lap, I put in an attack going up this hill, and I think we dropped Nathan there, and then it was me, Tristan, and Brian, coming down the big hill.
I was going to ask you about that. So you kind of over gassed that corner coming into the descent, right?
Yeah, well, I missed a bottle feed on top of the descent.
Okay.
So I was a little mentally not there because I was in need of water.
Yeah.
So I came around the corner and I just 1 second. Just 1 second of losing focus.
Yeah, right.
Next thing you know, I'm down through the grass. I'm like, oh, this isn't going to end well. I don't know what's here. So I just leaned back as much as I could.
You're lucky you didn't hit any holes, because I hear that there's some holes in that grass there.
Yeah, I saw a guy go off there in the sport race, and I think he hit a hole or he just panicked. But I was like, all right, just lean back.
You didn't lose any place on that. You might have lost some, maybe
no, I was leading, and then I fell back to third in probably about 5-6 seconds.
Oh, you were leading before that? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I attacked going up the hill, and then I was leading, and I came down, and I went off the course, and they got a little bit of a gap.
Okay.
Just enough to, kind of make it hard.
Yeah.
And
that probably gave you some adrenaline to pass him at the end, huh?
Yeah, and going into the last lap on the very, very top, I almost missed the second bottle feed, and so I got it, but kind of lost some time because I had to hang on to it in the descent and couldn't go as fast. Brian took off from Tristan and kind of got caught behind Tristan. I saw the gap go out immediately, and I was kind of caught behind Tristan, and I just kind of got a little angry and a little fired up because I couldn't get around him, and we just finally got around him, and I was all right, try and catch Brian, see if I can. And then you'd see him where the trail crosses back and forth, and it'd be 20 seconds here, 15 seconds there. So I knew the gap was coming down, and just stayed on it. And then all of a sudden I saw him right there, and then just kept going for it.
Yeah, I think you had the hydration thing a little bit better than some of the other guys in that group. And then at the end of the race, it looks like you were able to still have that couple of matches
that was
needed.
huge. Definitely is just huge to have all that much getting bottles to pour on me and getting bottles every lap and ice bags.
Oh yeah, I mean it's hot.
Oh yeah, it was hot.
It's a little better now, a little breezier, but just as a spectator, we're all up there sweating and dripping. So can imagine what you guys felt like riding out there.
Torture.
Yeah, it's pretty hard effort. So another win for you. Like I said, you got this one last year, and this one by a bigger margin. So
yeah,
that's good.
It was a hard race. It was a good race. Yeah. So pretty much doesn't lock up the series, but I just have to finish one more.
And today, on behalf of
do you have a series number this year?
Oh yeah.
Caleb Schwartz,
so finally.
It's not one yet, but just got to finish one of the next 2 races.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. Hopefully, we'll see you win the overall. I don't know. We'll see how that all rolls, and I guess congratulations again today.
Yeah, thanks.
We'll catch you at the next time.
Sponsors, of course.
Here you go.
Intelligentsia, FSA, Sun Tour, Martin Security, Broken Spoke, everybody.
Awesome.
Wouldn't be possible without those guys. So.
Yeah, you got to have them.
Definitely.
We're starting now with
we'll catch you on the next race.
Representing
All right. So we have our prima donna here. That's why we're inside.
Happy dirty little diva.
That's why we're inside, because you didn't want to be in the sun.
It's so hot.
You know what prima donna means, right?
I know.
It means first lady. And you were the first lady across the finish line today.
Today, yes.
So congratulations,
Thank
Leia.
you.
So I don't even care. I don't care about your race at all because, you know, you won. Big deal, right?
Yeah,
Who
big deal.
cares?
There's no work out there at all.
So
you know?
you reminded me that this is the first place that you and I met, and we became friends here.
Yeah.
So-
5, 6 years ago, this was my first race, and came out and did Citizen, and that was it. I was hooked on mountain biking ever since.
And then, was it last year? Last year you trusted me to do your water bottle.
Oh my God! I asked
Hand-ups.
Todd to do a hand up for me, and he was drunk.
I was
forgot. And so I'm coming up the hill, and there's no water. But fortunately, I was going slow enough that he ran and caught up to me and got me my water.
First of all, there's a difference between drinking and being drunk.
All right. Well,
Second of all,
you got some kind of excuse.
you got your water, didn't you?
I did. I got my water. So thank you.
And if I remember correctly, you did pretty well in that race too.
Yeah, I went back down to Women's Open because it was my first race back from a shoulder injury that pretty much took me out for about 4 months. So felt good, and then ended up doing elite again for Sheboygan because I thought, okay, 2 laps, I could have done more.
Right?
Yeah.
So, but this year you've been elite all season. You've been doing
Yeah.
real hot.
Yeah,
out there.
I've been focusing on getting on the roads, and everybody, you know, get the power meter, do the training, do hill repeats, all this, and I'm just trying to get out on the road as much as I can and ride hills, just in general. So, and that's been working pretty good.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Feeling strong.
You were up against. I'm pretty sure everybody in your field has been elite longer than you have today.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you
It's
have.
my second year, I think.
So, yeah, it's your second year. Most of them have been in elite more than 2 years. Yes. In the last couple of years, you've excelled very quickly. You've moved through the ranks. You were at Citizen, you were at Sport. You and I used to ride together in Sport quite a bit. And then you got way better than me. Moved up to Open.
No, it's just a tad.
Wait, no,
It was all because of you, all the training you gave me. Coaching and on the single track.
You just wanted to get away. Let me speed up. Let me get past this guy. So, well, I just wanted to reminisce here because I don't do these interviews anymore. We got a new WORS reporter. I'm filling in. So.
I know she's doing a pretty good job.
Of course she is. I taught her.
She's doing awesome.
So everybody loves Hannah, but you know.
We love you too, Todd. And man, this race is always so much fun. It was work out there, and I was telling my old man, I said how I gauge how fast I need to go is by how much pain I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not in pain, I'm not working hard enough. And
I think that's cool.
he kept asking me, "Are you working hard enough?" Yeah, I'm working pretty good. It's hurting out there today.
I think that's how Cooper thinks when she races too, because you know there have been races where she's won and has been disappointed because she felt like she didn't push herself hard enough.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's
It's the pain gauge.
well, yeah.
Who needs the power meter when you got the pain meter?
Well, by that logic, I'm always going as
always hurting.
hard as possible because it always hurts.
You know, and you know what else? I get a lot of slack for riding my little kiddie bike, my little 26-inch wheels, top wheel. But I'm telling you, that bike, I'm loving that
I
bike.
used to have that bike. It's a great bike.
And I love my bike mechanic, Wilhelm. He's a wizard. So if your bike hasn't seen him,
Pronounced Wilhelm
definitely bring
wrong.
it, because
Wilhelm.
my bike is always in a better mood after a visit with Wilhelm.
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 So
Armcycle.com.
give
Yeah, shameless plug.
Give me one good takeaway from this race.
Oh, one good takeaway. Work on your handling skills, because if you're not, you're going to go down at this one.
This one definitely is a technical.
Yeah, it's going to test you. It's going to test what you're made of, for
All right,
sure.
so-
Love the rock garden.
Shout out to anybody about to come to this race sometime, maybe next year.
Everybody needs to come to this race.
You need to
It's
come to
so
this
worth
race.
this.
It is really, it's
worth
the
it.
best. It's one of the best races.
Oh, it's so
my
much fun.
favorite.
Love it.
And the fans are just
Oh
ridiculous.
yeah, going down the rock garden, all the fans there
ridiculous.
cheering, and it just jacks you up. You're so tired, but you go down there and you hear them cheering, and then that just fires you up for at least another mile or two.
Yeah, we're doing an extra long episode. This is for you.
All right, thank you.
Good, congratulations again today.
Thank you.
Hopefully we'll do this again sometime.
Hopefully.
I'll let Hannah.
Sheboygan.
I'll make Hannah let me do this again. So. Congratulations. Okay, Brian Motter finished second place today in the heat.
In the heat.
It was a hot heat.
Yeah.
Hot heat one today.
There's a song. There's a disco song.
I think there's a band called Hot Heat, isn't there?
There's a really good song that has something to do with heat. Can't think of it right now.
We'll just edit your voiceover later on when you think of it.
Something like it hot. It's in
Something
European
like it
Vacation when Rusty is having his dream on the airplane and he goes into the Euro dance club. It's that song that's
That is Something Like It Hot.
Something Like It Hot.
Like it hot. All right, so do you like it hot?
It doesn't bother me.
Doesn't bother
I
you.
think you just got to be smart and prepare.
Yeah.
And I did that, and
Thomas, are you here?
I had a pretty good race. I'd say a conservative second place.
I'd say that that's probably what kept you in second,
Okay,
while a
from
couple of people
Lindenhurst
behind you
representing the
slowed down
race-based
because of
division team
hydration
is
issues.
Chris Harrell.
Yeah, I'm old. I'm smart. So yeah, a conservative second. today.
Conservative. So, I mean, you guys
In
traded
second
the
place from
lead
Sobieski,
position a few times.
Wisconsin.
Yeah, made
Dan
it exciting.
What
Japansky.
happened on that last lap? That's kind of what I'm curious about, because
Well-
you guys broke up and spread out the gap.
There's a hill right over here, like one of these off cambers,
Yeah,
and Cole
I was there. He overshot it.
At the top of the podium,
down,
Went through the grass.
went through the grass,
Yeah.
and Tristan
Competition
and I got a little
today
gap.
is from the Bike Haven
Tristan
from
went pretty hard
Barrington,
up the climb.
Illinois.
And at the
Dave
top,
Blanky.
I went over the top of him and
Dave Blank.
you know, just put it on my, okay, I need to go this fast to make it to the finish line without cramping. And that was my speed.
You set the crampometer to
to
the threshold.
to this is it, maybe a little conservative, and I dropped Tristan, but towards the end, maybe 4 minutes to go, Cole came up and went hard, jumped in front of me, and that was it.
So he was just ready to be done, huh?
Male
I think he wanted to be done more than I wanted to be done.
I got
could have done one more lap at that same steady speed.
Sure.
Third place from Lake Zurich. Running for BBC.
That's definitely some strategy in bike
Mark
racing.
Cattrall.
Is to know what your limits are and to know what you can handle.
Right.
And you're always pretty much right on the mark with that.
Yeah.
Only a few times have I seen you really gassed after
In second place out of
during a
Milwaukee,
race, I should
Wisconsin,
say.
Yeah.
representing HCC.
Yesterday I,
Sean Shields.
I had a good week of training. I was down at my parents in Athens, Ohio all week. And yesterday we drove home, so spent 10 days in the car.
Atop the podium
Maybe
from
not the best
Rockford,
preparation
Illinois,
for this race.
representing Kegels is
So,
Jeff
I
Simpson.
felt a little tired also, which is another reason I stayed at that
Yeah,
steady
Conservative.
one speed. Yep.
speed. Well, you're always pretty good entertainment to watch during these races.
Great, thank you.
You guys, the four of you, up until the last lap when you spread out, the four of you were just right on each other's
55
wheels
and over
and,
in Cobb.
and really making it exciting
Top
for the
podium
fans.
for
So,
IS4
Yeah.
from the
so,
city of
thank you for
Milwaukee.
that, Brian Motter.
Donald
And,
Oh, you're welcome.
Carr.
congratulations again on your finish.
All right.
And I think you got an award to go get pretty soon,
Okay.
so I
Bye,
won't hold you
Hannah.
up.
Bye, Hannah.
So yeah, I'm Hannah today, so notice my deep voice.
Right.
All right, Lindsey Gira. So you got second place today. Congratulations. So I watched a bit of your race. Would you say this is one of the toughest WORS races?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, absolutely.
trying to think of one that's tougher.
Tons of steep climbing, tons of gnarly single track. Yeah.
Now, how much do you love it?
I do love it. Today it was like getting baked in an oven
Oh,
while
yeah. trying
trying to ride a really great, lovable course.
Were you seeing like heat waves in front of you?
Holy cow! Yeah, there was moments where you're like, ooh.
So yeah, it's hot. You're out there. You have a lot of climbing to do. This course has a particularly exciting section for the fans, and sometimes it goes well, sometimes it doesn't go so well. So you want to talk about your rock garden?
Yeah, the rock garden. So, what was it? So the
Second
rock
lap?
garden is pretty soon in the lap. So yeah, it was coming into the second lap. A guy came up behind me like right before the drop and was like, let me by. And
Oh,
I
really?
was like, there's nowhere. We're flying down this thing, and there's nowhere to let you by. And he's like, no brakes. He's kind of yelling at me, and I got a little
Well,
geeked
yeah,
out.
it's intimidating for anybody
was
going
intimidating, yeah.
through that. I mean, even alone, if there's nobody around you, it's
Right.
intimidating to know, you know, no brakes. You could go a little too fast. You could go a little
Right.
too slow.
Well, that's what happened. I came into it a little too hot,
Yeah.
and it crashed. So that was.
I mean, anybody
okay.
anybody that's never been here that's seen video of that, it doesn't do it justice to see a video of that rock garden because it's very
Right.
steep. I mean, it's really
Yeah, it
downhill, and really when you're at that angle, if you catch a rock on the front wheel, you're OTB, which you kind of
Right.
ran into that. So how did that
Yeah.
affect your race?
Oh boy. Well, it knocked my handlebars very much sideways.
Okay.
So I proceeded to ride the rest of the race, which is like a good 2 laps with very crooked handlebars, which really stunk.
Yeah.
I was like, at that point, it's like, you weigh it. Do I stop and loosen those bolts
Yeah.
and tighten them back up and take the time to do that? Or do I sacrifice the time riding the course like an idiot?
Yeah.
After that.
Well, I was glad.
So-
I was glad to see you get back up and get back on
Yeah.
the bike. You know, I was.
Yeah.
Anytime you see anybody crash in any part of the course, especially a rock garden, you
Yeah.
worry. You know, that's the first thing that you think of is you're worried that if they're hurt. So
Yeah.
it's good to see you get up and.
Yeah, well, I'm just coming back from, you know,
Yeah,
a
you had a
concussion,
concussion earlier in the
and,
season, so.
You know, I'm still not out here riding this stuff the way I normally would because I need to try not to crash.
Right.
You know, for
You got to know your limits.
for a while. So I mean, it's
Crashing can come later.
right. Yeah, I'll crash later next year.
Next year.
I can.
It's a good. We'll plan on some crashes
Yeah.
next season.
Yeah, yeah. You know what was great though is on my 3rd lap coming through the rock garden. You know, I was after my bars were crooked. I was like, you know, I just need to kind of see this thing through and make it out in one piece. But so my last time going through there, one of my sons, I hear him as I come through yelling, "Mom, don't crash this time!" And it just made me laugh like
That's good
hysterically.
motivation.
I was flying through that bottom part of it, you know, just laughing, and people are kind of looking at me like, "Are you okay? Why are you laughing? Are you heat stroke or something?"
Yeah,
I
a
don't
little bit
know.
of that.
But
Well, at least
yeah, it made my race.
at least seeing it through to the end got you paid. You got second
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
It's always a good finish, especially when it's this hot out. So
Yeah.
I say you should probably go get some water, hydrate, and you
Yeah.
got an award to go grab. So
Yeah.
congratulations again.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tristan Scouden, our 3rd place men's finisher today at the Lake Geneva Treadfest race. Tristan, it is hotter than hell out here. What was it like?
I don't know, I mean, it didn't seem that hot in the woods, but all of a sudden we'd be riding for 10 minutes at a really hard pace, and all of a sudden you can just feel your body kind of just hit that limit of temperature.
Yeah.
Your breathing would get real shallow, and like, I can't ride this hard much longer.
Right. Well, this is a real like punchy, climby kind of course too. Was it hard to keep hydrated?
Yeah, I mean, you can drink in the front half of the course.
Yeah.
There's a lot of single track, so it's hard to drink in the back half of the course. I guess I wish the course was all like the front half,
Right.
like all like this. But I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to drink out there. I only drank maybe 4 bottles in 2 hours, which is not quite enough.
Yeah, you should probably be drinking right now. I'll be quick with this. So you guys, you know, you, Brian, Nathan, and Cole were kind of all trading places. What was there strategy in that? I mean, you and Brian looked like you were kind of working together.
No, we weren't working
No.
together. I think I was just happy to be up there at first, and then kind of feeling my legs out because I haven't been able to ride in the front of the race for a while. So
Okay.
I was feeling good, and I felt really good up the climbs, and I could kind of gap the guys, and felt real good on the punchy stuff. But the rest of the course is just too much sit-down power, and I didn't. A couple times I had a gap over the climb, but within a quarter lap, you know, everyone was back to me. I don't know. I didn't really know how the other guys were feeling, other than I could drop them a little bit over the climbs.
Yeah.
But I think their threshold was a little higher than mine in the end. So.
Well, I mean, you were up against some pretty good climbers. Nathan and
Yeah,
Cole are pretty
I mean,
good at climbing.
I need something that's up and down the whole time, where I can kind of just keep doing punchy stuff.
Sure.
Kind of crack them a little bit. But I don't know. I was happy with how I felt today.
Hey, you got a real good finish. You guys look like you spread out on the last lap quite a lot. So you had a pretty good gap over Nathan on the last at the finish at least.
Yeah, I think he cracked a little bit finally, and I thought we might have a little bit on Cole. He went off the course a little bit.
Yeah,
we had a bit of a gap on him, but Brian went super hard for like 10 minutes and sure me up, and then Cole caught me and great pass.
Well, that's the style, I guess, from Brian Motter. But good job today. I think you need to go get some water, and we'll catch you again.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Jeannie Hornack, third place women's finisher today at Treadfest. So tell me about your race.
Oh, this is actually one of my favorite courses.
Mine too. I love it. I love this course.
It's called the Rock Garden. It's just like, there's some cool aspects to the course where it just like makes me want to ride faster because I'm like, this is cool.
Yeah, I was actually watching you in the Rock Garden. You were handling that like a champ. I mean, a lot of people in general, and especially women, tend to be shy in the Rock Garden.
Yeah.
It's a very intimidating part of the course, but you handled it like second nature. So is that why it's your favorite race?
Part of the reason.
One of your favorite races, I should say.
Yeah, I like the Rock Garden. The punchy climbs are really great on this giant full suspension bike. I love it. It's so light, it just goes. And the Industry 9 wheels are just smoking.
Right?
I love it. Lightweight.
And then people hear you from behind. They get out of your way when they hear.
They do. They go, oh my, those are loud. That means move, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. So there weren't that many women in your class today, right?
Right.
It was a pretty small field, and I think you had somebody DNF. So you only had maybe 4 that finished.
Yep.
So did you ride with anybody, or were you kind of? You guys looked pretty spaced out when I saw you.
We were. I mean, of course, Leah and Lindsay took off right away.
Yeah.
They're good hill climbers, lightweight.
Sure. Short is what you meant, right?
Well, but they took off, and then I was with Sarah for a little bit, and then I think I passed her on one of the straightaways. She's like, "Good job." You could tell she's like, "It's hot."
It is hot. It is very hot today, and it's Wisconsin hot. It's not just hot. It's like it's exhausting, sweaty hot.
Yes.
Well, so you seem to handle it really well in the heat. I've seen you climb at the rock, and you seem to do well. And that's always a hot race too.
It's fun.
So is this kind of your style? Hot and
I do
climb?
like the hot races. I just love summer.
Well, that's when we race, so that's good.
Yeah, this is my best overall WORS finish, and I couldn't be happier to do it on this course.
Well, congratulations on third place. That's a really awesome finish. Hopefully we'll see more of that from you.
Yeah, I want to check out the New Hickson course, and of course Sheboygan. So,
Of course, you only have a few more races left, so
That's right.
let's see some more third, second, firsts.
And some more ladies.
And some more ladies. Ladies,
Yes.
please come out to the races.
Come on up, open to ladies, move up.
She doesn't have enough competition, obviously. Well, thank you. Congratulations again today. No, you're good. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'm standing under the Vision tent with the Vision CEO, Nathan Gira, who got 4th place today at Treadfest.
Yeah.
It's a hot one. We've already established that, I think, many times over. So what happened?
For me in my race,
Well, no. I mean, if you want to describe Lindsay's race, that's cool.
I mean, for my, I went really hard at the start. I wanted that preem. I was talking to Mr. Lofton Shrub beforehand. He put a little pressure on me and Lindsay to go for it. We went for it, and kind of not even if I would have gotten it, man, I'm kind of not liking that I did that.
Yeah, that's a big climb at the start. So what was the preem first over the
I think it was
flyover?
the first one over the flyover, so you didn't hit it till after the first lap. So for a whole first lap, I think I went like it was the end of the race, you know? And I went up that last climb. I mean, I was going up the climb to go to the preem after the first lap. I think we did a 25-minute lap, and I saw 191 on my heart rate monitor. I haven't seen that in I don't even know how long, dude. I don't know if I've seen that all year. And that was, at that point, I just stopped pedaling for a while, and the leaders got a gap. Brian and Tristan saw I was hurting, and they went. think Cole was a little off too, so me and Cole went for the preem. Cole got it, and we took third and fourth, and I think there's probably a reason for that, you know?
Well, that makes sense. I was trying to figure out what was going on because I showed up late, so I didn't know all the details on the preem.
Yeah.
But I saw Cole go over, then I saw you go over, and then Brian and Tristan were a little ways behind, but then coming through the rock garden, they had already passed you at that point.
So they got a gap.
You guys sort of after that flyover, you kind of caught your breath a little bit?
Yeah, caught our breath a little bit. Brian and Tristan got a gap. Me and Cole came back to them. And then I started to feel good again. I drank a little bit. I probably still couldn't get enough fluid in though. And by the fourth lap, I mean, going toward the end of the third lap, I was leading and I attacked, and me and Tristan got a little gap actually. But then I just couldn't continue anymore, and I think I just got too far behind. I got dehydrated. Once you're fully dehydrated, it's game over. I soft pedaled the whole last lap.
Yeah. I noticed you I think third lap in the rock garden you led through there, and then.
And I was feeling good. I thought maybe okay, but I put in a good dig, and that was game over.
Yeah.
It was game over.
Yeah. Cole always does a good job of holding some matches to the end. So it looks like at the last lap, it looks like he burned them all and took that lead. So
yeah. So he ended up in third, right?
No. Cole?
Yeah.
No.
Did he win the race? Wow.
Where have you been, man?
I thought I wasn't sure how Cole went. So I had no idea what happened.
No, he burned them up at the last lap, and he.
See, that's how blown up I was. I have no idea what happened up there.
Well, yeah, you're riding your own race, I suppose.
Seriously, we're going up the climb, like the big climb on the last lap. I literally just soft pedaled like I'm diggity done.
It's still, what you guys do is tough. I mean, it's.
Oh yeah, it was hard.
It's 95 degrees and probably 100% humidity today, and you're climbing up a pretty steep hill. So, congratulations! It was still a very good finish.
Thanks, appreciate it.
I guess I haven't checked the points, so I don't want to talk points.
I don't,
for the season.
I think I might have second locked up, but the double points thing kind of, made it impossible. So, oh well, that is what it is.
Hey, there's plenty more races to go.
Yep, it'll be fun racing.
Well, we will catch you next time.
All right, thanks, Todd.
Or maybe Hannah. Ben Sankrick, my old chum.
What's up?
You got fifth today.
I did.
And you look lonely. You look lonely out there.
I was very lonely. For the first 20 minutes, I was right with them, and then I was by myself for the rest. Which, I mean, honestly, I felt like complete crap out there.
Well, this is a family show.
I felt really, really, really bad.
Right.
Like
crap.
something. I don't know if it was the heat or what it was, but I went and laid down for 15 minutes after the race, and I just feel sick right now. So.
Well, I think the word of the day is hydrate, and I think you need to probably do that. So you said you were riding with the first four guys, and behind you was Ray Nelson and some other guys.
Okay.
Were you riding at all with Ray, or did he ever have a chance to catch you?
No, I never even saw Ray. I was a scared deer in the woods, looking around, trying to find people, when are they going to catch me, blah, 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 but I never actually saw Ray, so I guess that's a good thing, because he probably would have dusted me if he'd have caught me.
I don't think so, man. You're faster than you know.
Thanks.
But I was actually watching this with your dad, and we were noticing how, sometimes when you ride by yourself, you get a little relaxed. Not you personally, but most people.
Yeah.
But you have a determined look, I gotta catch this.
Yeah. I was pushing it, trying to get to that front group, and I guess you could say I channeled my inner Rooney on the downhills and just tried to rip it around, but the technical spots is where I held it off, and then in the opens I'd take a drink, cool off a little bit, and then rip the single track again, because this is fun, so riding it is great.
Well, what you have over these guys that beat you is youth. So you still have a lot more years. I mean, those guys still have many, many years too.
Yeah.
I don't want them, calling me up and telling me that I'm wrong. But you have more because you are a kid still.
And I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's one race. It's a day in many years of racing. So you win some, you lose some, and you're going to move on from here. So
you've continued to move up year over year. So I see big things out of you. So this is another example of a good finish, and we will see more out of you coming up.
good one.
Thank you.